Hey, everybody, and welcome back. We're finally back. Season 2, Episode 1 of Our Warped World.
Yay.
I'm Jim. Mark's over there. Kayla's over there. And with us again, if y'all remember, Dave. Special guest Dave is
Applause,
back.
applause. Yay, Dave's
Hi,
back.
everybody.
Anyways, it's good to be back. It's been a fun, like 8 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
7 weeks, something like that since we've been on the
Crazy.
air.
A week before Christmas?
Got a lot we're going to catch up on in the next, I don't know how long we ever take, 90 minutes, whatever the heck we do. Doesn't matter. So, Kayla, what have you been up to?
Matter.
Oh, a lot has happened in the last 8 weeks. 2 people in the family have gotten engaged.
Woo.
I officially, today as of this recording, became the official maid of honor for one of those weddings.
Yay.
I am still technically a part of the other wedding, just in like helping out and doing whatever. And then my other friend from work actually got engaged on Wednesday.
Wow.
So Thursday I found out I'm probably going to be a bridesmaid in her wedding too.
Wow.
So it is the year of weddings.
Yay.
Who's that?
A friend from work.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't.
A friend from work.
Yes.
So have you ever been a maid of honor before?
I'm going to piss probably half of the family off. I technically was not, but I would like to say that I was with my other cousin's wedding a couple years ago. Because I was the wedding planner and then ended up being like the maid of honor because I did everything for it.
Oh, that's right.
So
But
Jim's like, oh, I do remember that.
you got suckered into doing everything.
Not necessarily. I kind of did, but then I like planning stuff like that. So it was very much like, okay, we have 6 months to plan a wedding. Let's frickin' go.
I don't know what's more attracted to me or whatever, or that she said that half her family actually listens to us, which I think is right there. I mean applause on that alone, because to me, that's amazing.
I mean, if they don't listen, then I'm good. But yeah, it caused a little flurry back in the day, but everything's good. It's fine. You know, no one else was doing it, so I'm going to do it.
Kayla's an awesome party planner if you guys ever need services.
Well, yeah, for Johnny B's, absolutely. Yeah. I will look you up. So.
Yeah, I don't think we talk about that near enough. The resources we have for parties and stuff.
Yes.
Johnny B's, Kayla's great talent at planning parties, things like that. There's plenty of resources.
Johnny B's Entertainment. Look us up. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys need a DJ or party, anything, just hit us up on Facebook and we'll take care of you.
Hell yeah, there's our easy plug for season 2. That cost me $9, guys. I have to mail ourselves $9 now. Except for the plug.
But yeah, that's all I have. And then I turn 30 this year, so we've been planning the prom. Even though I'm not involved in it, I still put my 2
When
cents
is that
in.
day?
We are going to do it January 6th of next year.
Okay, so we got time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. Just because my birthday falls around the holidays, and I was like, we can do it in November, or we can do it in like January, because I don't want to do it in December. Everyone has Christmas parties, work parties.
Yeah, I could. Well, I know, but we would all make the change for that. I mean, we'd make. The only thing I will that I don't negotiate, I just don't change my Christmas party date. That's always the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
No, and I mean, we just decided we'll do it, a month later. It'll hopefully be a little bit cheaper to get an actual venue and stuff like that.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, it's only 2 weeks later, right?
Yeah,
January
something
6th,
like that.
Day after Christmas.
So that's what I've been doing for the last
That's
8
awesome.
weeks.
That's a fun 8. Dave, what about you? How's your 8 weeks been?
A lot of time with family. It was great, and yet a little bit too much. But we all know how that goes. And,
Dave was with us at the live show, too.
Yeah, Dave was at the live show for all you that don't remember.
Well, sort of.
Yeah, he was sort of there.
Sort of.
You were on the air.
You were on the air.
Physically.
Mentally,
emotionally, and spiritually.
Mentally,
He was not there at all.
The story went a little south, so we kind of cut you off. But
We did have to cut him off.
And I can't
let's
blame
go to the next guest.
And I can't blame you all for any of that. No, actually, I mean, it was good. A lot of family time, almost too much, but it was good. And decompressed since, and everything's just pretty normal these days.
Mark, what about you? What have you been up to the last 2 months?
My last 8 weeks have been taking down Christmas decorations. Seriously, just at me, I'm kind of glad football season's kind of over. We're going to segue into that anyway. So the Cardinal season's over. So I'm kind of when it ends, no matter what, if they're successful, they don't. You guys don't understand. Tailgating is a whole thing, and it gets you going. So
lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. It is. I mean,
actually, I understand that completely. If you play enough like fantasy football or do enough betting, when the season's over, it's a relief. No matter how well or badly your team has done, it's sort
Yeah,
of a
it's
relief.
I think
It's like, I get my Sundays back.
I think it's cool to have the season tickets and everything, but doesn't that become somewhat of a chore? Or?
No, it hasn't become a chore yet. I pretty much have told myself that if I'm not looking forward to going, I'm not re-upping, and I'm not at that point yet.
Okay,
now,
good,
I
good.
say it every year walking out of the fucking games going, God damn, I'm done, and I'll throw fucking shit around, and I'll get all pissed off, and on the way home, I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. And then they call, and I'm like, yeah, here's my credit card. So, and in fact, this year, we're adding 3 tickets.
Oh, wow.
My niece is going with her friend, and then, of course, I'm adding Holly's on our account. So we have like 4
Oh, very cool.
this year. So
very cool.
I
Our
would like
section's
to go
moving up.
again next year a couple
well,
times.
can you have fun this time, or
Listen,
Yeah,
I
listen,
was
you-
having fun.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out what was happening.
Did I miss something here? What
no?
happened?
They went to the football. Her first football game, and Jim had to go find another seedy.
Jim is
seat.
dying, so the walk into the stadium pretty much killed him. But then my fat ass sitting in those seats, I just couldn't.
I thought it'd be more cushion or something.
No, I couldn't. But the hack is you go up to the services desk and say, hey, I need a seat for medical purposes. They can't ask you what it is. So they get you one of those folding
Good
chairs.
thing it's not mental.
folding chairs at the top of the stairs. And I was really comfortable for the whole game.
So Kayla doesn't understand. She calls it Catholic aerobics because you're constantly up and down.
Yeah,
and you're
I'm not
cheering
doing
and
that.
sitting down. And I mean, that's just what the game is. That's just how it is. It's not like a baseball game, and it's a total different dynamic. We just went to the Suns game this weekend. I was sitting next to these people, and I'm like, man, this is so different than a football game. I mean, people are like subdued and yay,
It seems like every time we went to a Suns game as kids or whatever, we always got in the boring section. You
Well,
look
that was
acro-
Madhouse and McDowell. We're lucky we didn't fall to the roof.
Yeah, but
or
you
whatever
look
because of
across
that
the way and
fucking
there's people jumping up and cheering and stuff like that. And where would the old people or the deaf people or whatever? And everyone's just kind of sitting there subdued. We never
I don't
got
remember
in
ever
the-
going with deaf people to the Suns game.
My point is, we always got in a very subdued section where people didn't seem to react.
I don't even want to say what I want to say.
Go ahead and say it. Come on.
I mean, you did kind of go with the blind guy, but
No,
Boom, boom.
funny story. Wait, where is that? No, wrong.
That wasn't. Oh, that was just dead air. So if you.
No.
That sounds like we need to introduce somebody. Next, Johnny, coming up on our Warped World.
Funny story.
And he's here.
Funny story. As a child, my parents took me to the Ice Capades.
Ice Capades, we had a good time.
We sat with the blind school.
Nice.
Oh.
Well,
On
did
purpose
you
or
get
on
it? Did you
accident?
get free tickets? It's okay to say.
Yeah, yes. but
Okay, well, good.
Wait. Why
you
are you
should have-
taking blind kids to the Ice Capades? What the fuck are they doing there?
Thank you. That is, they could hear very well.
bless their
Maybe they
hearts.
weren't full blind. Like you weren't full blind. You're
Okay,
half
but
blind.
it just seemed like you're taking blind kids to the Ice Capades. They're all just standing
It
there.
is taking deaf kids to a concert.
can-
Taking
kind
deaf
of
kids
thing.
to a concert.
I'm done. I'm not touching this. This will get us
My
canceled.
wife says that. I like that.
Anyway, Dad, what have you done in the last 8 weeks?
All right, 8 weeks, Jimbo.
Trying to survive. I really just, don't feel well.
Can you do that? Wah, wah, wah. And thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. We want to bring our downer, Jimbo Billy Bob.
No, exciting. Just in the last couple of days, I finally got a road trip signing where I was able to
Go to
I hate
Yuma?
that. Yeah, got to go to Yuma.
Ooh, yeah.
They paid a lot for me to drive to Yuma.
Right. Well,
He said, I went to Yuma today. And I said,
Yeah,
that's
see,
the
that's
happiest I've
good.
heard anyone say Yuma.
Yuma.
They fixed the smell. It doesn't smell anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
They must have planted orange trees or something to smell like orange blossoms. But no, that's one of my favorite
I
things.
think I'm
is
more
road
shocked that
trips.
Yuma has orange blossoms. That's what I'm more shocked. Sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just my thing. I like to go on the road trips. So I got road trips and got paid well for it. And
Stop looking at your watch while we're recording.
I just
Because you
got a
can't
job
do
offer.
two.
Oh.
All right, well.
It just tells you on your job, on your phone.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those.
You have a job. You have
no,
a job.
it's one of those.
Yeah.
Do you want to apply for this job with
Yeah.
100,000 other people? Sure.
Yay, yay, yay.
Except now.
Anyway.
No, just been working at the title offices and trying to get out. It's just been cold. I've been, I haven't been to the lake in 2 months either.
We are. Let's get it all out. We are all going to Laughlin next weekend.
Yes,
so
we
it'll be
are
fun.
all
Everyone who's
going.
sitting
We
in
are.
this room
It's
will
awesome.
be going to Laughlin next
So
weekend.
excited.
So when we get back here in 2 weeks, we'll have awesome Laughlin news. Give me some music on that. It's awesome Laughlin news coming up next episode, so you're not going to want to miss out. We should have that. We should save
You know,
stories
guys,
for
the
awesome
last 8 weeks,
Laughlin
things
news.
have been really great not doing this.
I like awesome Laughlin news. Say that fast 3 times.
Awesome Laughlin news.
Awesome Laughlin news.
I've tried to look and see if there's anything going on that we could go do, and
Nothing.
there's just nothing.
It's
that
a week before the Super. We're it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're showing up 25 people. They're going to be like, ooh, they got to be the big name act coming in.
Because my outfit, y'all ain't even ready for
Yeah,
the skirt that I got today.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, no,
Good
I saw it and I
ass.
said, this is what we're wearing to Laughlin with my rhinestone shoes.
So you guys got to stay tuned. Give me my intro for
What intro?
awesome Laughlin news coming up in 2 weeks.
I've never heard Laughlin have that soundtrack to it.
That is true. What's awesome
Yeah.
Laughlin news?
I feel like when I talk about Laughlin, that's what everybody hears.
Laughlin has seen better days. I mean, we had a great time up there last year.
For God's sakes, a whole resort is falling into the river. So that should tell you they've had better days. A whole, not just a piece of the resort, people. The whole resort.
The Colorado Bell Casino is falling into the river. But Cardinals wrap up.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But
Kind of.
Yeah, well, it does suck. But what do
So
you
they ended up at what, 4-12?
13.
4-13?
Don't shortchange them at loss, for God's sake.
4-13.
4 and 13. So, yeah, but it is. We've made wholesale changes, so I'm extremely happy. We got rid of everybody. So,
Yeah,
we
we're
will
getting
see
a new coach. We're getting a new. We got a new GM.
we have
Who do we get?
Matty Aussenford. So
Yes.
Where did
from-
he come from?
Aussenford.
He came from Saints? No,
No,
Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans, right.
But
right,
he
right.
spent 15 years in the New England organization, and so apparently, I mean, I don't know the guy, but he can't be any worse.
Not being a Cardinal fan, I mean, I'm even impressed that finally, your owner went outside of the organization.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
get
I think
to
that's
get
what
some
needs to happen.
just to freshen it up. It's about time.
So we'll see. We've got coach interviews. We've interviewed pretty much everyone we're going to, except for DeMarcus, our who's the kid? Gosh darn it, the kid from San Francisco, D'Amico Ryans, and I don't think he wants to come here. So
As the coach?
yeah.
Well,
And everyone's favorite quarterback.
Oh, your favorite? Oh, he's going to be on the men, man. So
What he went out with torn ACL or
yeah, he just posted a picture of his knee.
yeah,
He's
I
got
saw
9
that.
months ahead of him, man. That's rough.
Well, I don't know if anyone saw that play where he allegedly hurt himself. I just think it all seemed kind of
You
weird.
think this is a fake?
I do.
I do. I do.
What do you
I
think? It's a
strongly-
conspiracy theory that he's
The
just,
one guy gets fired. 2 weeks later, Kime decides to step down, and now all of a sudden he hurts himself running.
Well, this is a whole new. We could start a whole new podcast. The conspiracy theory.
I
no,
just-
I agree with him in the sense that
Bring me with
know,
you. I love conspiracy theories.
No, there is no.
Obviously, with like ACL and stuff like that, you can't necessarily see it because it's all internal, but it's also one of those things that just how everything stacked up, I just have a feeling it was to get him out so he didn't further injure himself or get injured. And then he's going to be back within like the first week 3. He'll be back into the
Well,
game.
that will be 9.5 months rehab. That's right around the ACL rehab time. You guys got the timelines are going to work.
I see trade.
There you go, Noah Trade. Dream on, Mister.
Whatever.
Trade.
Anyways, yes, it's
I
over.
honestly cannot see a trade because at this level of Tyler's career, I cannot imagine anybody picking up that contract.
I agree with you.
From an
we're stuck with him.
truly kind of a sort of unproven commodity.
You guys are
he
idiots.
can do some really good
Tell
things.
me who you would have. Who else would you have?
Benjamin put one of the McDreamies up there.
Oh,
I don't
my
care. I just don't
God.
like the guy.
Yeah.
Well, come on. What about that Purdy boy?
Which one?
Purdy.
Oh, Purdy. Yeah.
You can find
Oh.
these freaking people. But I'm happy with
Mr.
myself.
Irrelevant.
I'm-
Mr. Irrelevant is 2 wins away from winning the Super Bowl.
It's kind of cool, and he's a Gilbert kid.
Yeah,
I'm
that is true. He is a Gilbert kid.
Went to Perry High School.
excited to see how quarterback and our new GM are going to handle it. Because our new GM doesn't seem like he's going to put up with that kind of stuff from what I've seen and heard and read.
We're gonna see.
So
Hopefully.
You got to get an alpha male in there to coach.
And I agree
So,
with you. It's like, I mean, if Kyler continues to be a bitch,
Yeah.
bye.
If Kyler can
Yeah.
change
A year
his
or two,
attitude,
bye.
he's a great athlete. He's a great
This is
athlete.
People of the sports world, this is the same argument with 50-50 all the freaking time. 50% of the people like me, like the kid. I think he's exciting to watch. He's freaking he is the most athletic quarterback we've ever had here. And I don't think he was in a right system with what he was running. And I think now you get a Sean Payton in there, or you get somebody in here that can utilize his skills, because he turned Drew Brees, who's 6 foot tall and slower than Kyler, into a freaking 12-time Pro Bowler. So all you want, okay? So
No.
Turning the conversation.
That's how he goes.
So-
Okay.
Who are we wanting in the Super Bowl? Who are our teams?
I want the Chiefs and freaking
No.
Niners.
Wrong.
I do.
Wrong.
The
What do you
Chiefs.
mean
Wait,
wrong?
wait,
You
wait,
asked
stop,
a
stop,
question.
stop. The Chiefs and who?
The Chiefs and the Niners.
And winner?
Niners.
Dave, Chiefs and who? Or who's your picks?
I want to go old school. I want to see Cincinnati and the Niners.
I'm with Dave, Cincinnati Niners.
And I mean,
Cincinnati
they
to win.
played twice before in the Super Bowls. And
No.
I'll tell you what, Joe Burrow,
My
that kid. I know they're starting to get a little bit too cocky, but the kid is good.
Listen,
And it's like,
my
They
stepmonster
got
likes
swank.
Cincinnati and the Bengals, and I want her to go to her grave not having any happiness. So, no, Cincinnati cannot win
Fair
this.
enough. Kayla, who's your choices?
I don't approve of any of these choices. It needs to be the Angles.
The Angles. Hey, wow.
The Angles and the Bangles.
the Bengal.
Angles
so
and Bengals.
she just wants Anglo-Saxon people versus, I don't know what, the Jews? I mean, what are we talking about here?
What? No.
That would be an epic Super Bowl.
I want
It's the bias bowl. I want the Jews and the Anglos.
I want the
going
Anglos
at
and the
it.
Jews.
All right. Reel it in,
49ers.
reel it in.
I don't like the 49ers, and I don't like the Chiefs either. So I would want the Bengals and the Eagles,
Who's
with
winning?
the Bengals winning.
Winning. Okay, so we got 3 Bengals and 1 Chiefs.
You guys are idiots.
Yeah.
And I didn't say the Chiefs. I said the Niners.
Sorry, Niners winning.
You're all idiots. Anyways, yes, they're all idiots, and they're gonna hear about
Well,
it.
Jim,
when
did you put your opinion in?
I agreed with you. I want.
Yeah.
I want.
Jim's opinion does not
All
matter
right.
on this show.
You want Niners Cincy.
Niners, Cincy.
Old
I want
school
Cincinnati
stuff.
winning. to win.
Love it.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Niners, so I want to actually see them get beat. In the
I know. I would. Yeah, I want to
not so
see.
much about
I want to
Cincinnati
see Cincinnati win the Super Bowl.
This is how Mark kicks us out of his house.
I mean,
because he is not happy with us. That's why he's so quiet.
if you want to look at NFL football, one thing is that there's always been this hangover for teams that lose a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Cincinnati has a chance to finally change that.
Yes.
To be the one team that finally, we
Exactly.
lost it. Now we came
If
back.
my stepmonster has any ounce of positivity in her
they've-
life, I will be mad.
They've won what, like 9 or 10 in a row now? I mean, they're looking good.
I just want to see the 49ers lose to whomever. I would just rather see Cincinnati for your reason. So we have 3 Bengals, 1 Niners.
Again, you're idiots. So,
Okay, I'll edit mine as long as it's not the Chiefs.
I will say one thing about this. Now they're in the conference championship week. What I will say is that these 4 teams, in my opinion, are clearly the best 4 teams in the NFL.
yeah, and that doesn't happen a
and
lot.
that does not
Yeah.
happen enough.
Like we were cheering Scott, which one of these days, well, you'll hear him in the blooper reel one of these times, but it was a big Jaguar fan, so we kind of jumped on his bandwagon the last couple of weeks and tried it, but they weren't very. They had no chance in hell of being
Anybody right now that says these 4 teams aren't in the best 4 or 5 in the NFL are loony.
there. They're wrong. Yeah.
Are loony.
So
I mean,
it really,
some
this
people
is-
might want to throw Buffalo in there, and that's fine. But man,
This is a rare
But
year.
this is a Final Four.
that anyone can win, and you're not going to complain about
For
it. It's
the
not
age-
a fluke.
I
for
wanted
the- for
Buffalo
the
just
age-
hometown thing.
Well, that was
from
an
Syracuse.
American story.
Yeah, but for the ages, this is a great Final Four. I mean, I'm really impressed.
Okay, so turning it from sportscast to we live here in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, and the Super Bowl is here this year.
Applause.
Applause. I forget which one it was.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, that's. Hey, don't forget
Okay,
about Laughlin news that's coming up in 2 weeks.
Wait, let me-
awesome Laughlin story.
Let me preface this. Our board, you guys all remember the live show, our board fried. So we got a new board. So all my sounds buttons have changed and it was a hard time even getting started. Anyway,
Yes.
2140.
So what? We're editing that? Well, that was funny.
No, that
We're
was
gonna-
funny. We'll leave it.
Yeah.
So we live here in the Valley of the Sun. We live in Phoenix, Arizona, and the Super Bowl is it 52?
No,
57.
57. Okay, 57. All
Think Heinz. Heinz 57.
Basically your age.
What have you seen? I haven't really seen much. Of course, driving by the stadium, I see
It's
evidence
not that.
the
It's
Super
who's
Bowl.
been announced. I've lived in this state 40-something years, and I am amazed at the amount of acts that are coming into the Super Bowl for this Super Bowl. And, the TPC are out there, the Phoenix Open, Waste Management. So this is the busiest week leading up to the Super Bowl that I think I've ever seen in Arizona.
Yeah. Just for you people that don't know, we just finished up Barrett-Jackson car auction, which is a huge auction. They had something like 300.
Finish up. It has all day tomorrow.
Huge.
Yeah, this week finishes up. We get a week off. Then we got the Phoenix Open, one of the big golf tournaments. Are you going to that, Dave? We'll talk about that. in a minute.
Not this year.
Okay.
Well, I could.
All right. Anyway, all right. So we got the Phoenix Open coming, and then that week the Super Bowl coming. So the Valley is just going to be under siege
It is.
of
It's
tourists.
just
and-
crazy
But
what
you
the
said-
acts that are coming.
You said earlier though, for Motel 6,
yeah. On the
$850.
$864 a night for a
That's
Motel 6 at
insane.
I-10 and basically 59th.
for
No-
Super Bowl night.
It was $864 a night.
And a not so,
800.
not even a good neighborhood.
No,
No.
well, nothing around there.
It's a Motel 6.
Yeah, and it's a Motel
Wow.
6.
You don't see many of them in good neighborhoods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't.
Touche.
Yeah. But $864. Can you imagine what the Marriott's
What
going
about that
for?
one that's right next to the? I want to know that one that's right next to
Oh,
the stadium.
that'd be fun to
Yeah,
look
the
up.
Radisson or what? Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Or how about
That's probably booked. You probably not even get a price.
how about the Princess right next
Oh,
to
it's
Next to
Scottsdale.
TPC Scottsdale?
Well, these people are
Yeah.
coming out for a week. I mean, if you can stay at the Princess, you're not coming out for 3 days. You're coming out for the whole
yeah,
week.
you're going to
doing
both.
And that's just
Yeah.
it. They're flying in their private jets into that little.
Yeah,
But
it's
what it's
awesome.
going to do
Scottsdale
for
Airport.
Arizona is incredible. It's going to put us.
Oh, the money it's going to bring, and then people come here for these events, and then they move here, and then our population just every year just goes up and up and up, and we're running out of water out here. Hey, welcome to Arizona. Please stay for a little bit, then go home because we're running out of water. That's my opinion.
A couple more rainstorms and whatever. But anyway,
we're a long way from.
But
being
there
out of
are.
drought.
If you guys, if you're whoever listens to us out of town, and I mean, if you got the means to do it, come here. It's quite a show for a week out here in Arizona for the TPC.
The only thing I've noticed big difference is the traffic already. The traffic
It's got,
is
dude. Remember we
ridiculous.
went to the Phoenix Open and that line freaking was. Mandy went to drop us off at 7:30 in the morning, and it was a line to get in.
Yeah, it was insane.
I went out to, I worked at the title office in North Scottsdale, so I take the 101 to Scottsdale Road. That traffic on the 101, just because Barrett Jackson's out there, traffic was ridiculous. It took me an hour to make the 30-minute trip to work.
They had to change that. They used to do Barrett Jackson the same week of the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and the Waste Management Open. It was all three on the same week, and they did that once and said, "I'll never." And Barrett Jackson just moved it 2 weeks ahead of anything.
I
from
just,
the
I wish
Waste
they'd
Management Open
move
now.
the Phoenix Open. I wish they'd move that.
Oh no, you got to have it on Super Bowl weekend.
Why?
Because that's what the part of the aura of the management.
Yeah, it is what it is.
management
It's
open.
been
Really? Okay, I've
Yeah.
never been
It
been
is
a
what
fan
it
of
is.
golf
It's-
or anything.
You're not really. It's a Happy Gilmore stop is what it is on the PGA Tour,
All right.
man. It's freaking. It's about partying, and although they did raise the purse this year, the winner gets 3.8 now.
Yeah,
It's
How
a
about
quite
that?
little.
Yeah.
It's a quite little bump.
Well, that's the whole live golf thing. Kind
If it doesn't have a windmill, I've never.
of changed.
But we went. Did we go last year or the year before? I don't know. We had Pro-Am tickets. I was lucky enough to
Oh,
score
that'd
some.
be fun.
Yeah, that was 2 or 3 years
So
ago.
but we got lucky. We had 16th hole, free drinks, free whatever. So I got
Oh, yeah, it
lucky
was
to
lovely.
get
That'd be
So
very
we were on it the whole day, just bullshitting with people, and then we met up with those Wells Fargo people and partied with them for a couple. It was fun. So that's if you're gonna do it. That's how I say it. Unless you're a big golf like he was, he can just go follow around, hold a hole. But I just want to sit somewhere and drink. You'd like it. That'd be up your.
I went to Bird's Nest a few years ago for one of the concerts there, and it was all right. I didn't necessarily.
Was it not a big one, or was it the Saturday night one? Because usually the Friday night's pretty big, but Saturday is
Yeah, do you remember who
like
was
Machine Gun
do you
Kelly.
remem-
I think.
Do you
is
remember
this
the
year.
act?
It was
Machine Gun
Chris-
Kelly, really?
That's what I think
is
it is
that what we're
Saturday.
really reducing ourselves to?
Yeah, I really want to go this Wednesday when we get back because Dustin Lynch, Chris Lane,
Oh, yeah.
and Lainey Wilson will be out there.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I work that night, so I'm so mad I wanted to go. But yeah, I mean, it was all right. It was just confusing because they didn't have any like parking, like where to park, where to get on the bus to go to Bird's Nest, all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
because you can't
So-
just park and walk. You got to jump on this damn little tram and all that stuff.
And
to
I
get
was
to where
like
you
by
need to go.
myself, meeting up with my friends later. So it was just really like.
But I'm
ugh.
not gonna if you guys do have the chance and the means to do it, do it. I mean, not just because of the Super Bowl. Come out here for the waste management, anyways.
I'd like to go to the Bird's Nest just to go and say I've done it. Knock that off the list. But
Or if you're somewhat of a golf fan and just want to see one of the coolest things in golf, you can always go to the 16th hole,
yeah,
the stadium hole. But I will tell you, if you're gonna do it, get to the golf course at about 6 a.m.
Yeah, you got to stand in
and
line.
hustle your butt straight to that hole. And you're gonna have to wait a couple hours.
Watch
till
the
golfers
news,
come
Jim.
through.
You don't believe us because they'll show it on the news when the first
I do
thing,
every
and
morning.
they
I
see
see it.
everybody. They see 800,000 people
yeah,
running through
I
this.
see it every morning.
But when you see it live, if you really like golf, if you want to see the stadium hole live, it is worth the wait. It really is. I mean, the whole time you're waiting for the golfers to show up early in the morning, they are slinging drinks. Don't worry about it. So it really is a good time.
Phoenix, Arizona, the place to be this week, the next couple weeks.
It really is, guys.
Yes, it is.
We got to plug our city over here. It's
Yeah.
freaking gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
We're going to take
No,
a break.
Hold
'cause
on,
my-
hold
wait,
on. I wanted to ask a question and I thought about it last time. So, not Talking Stick. What has it been called recently? Auction Pavilion
Right,
in the West Valley.
right.
Can we
recently-
touch on that after the break?
If you want
have
to.
a
You
whole
mean
conversation
the
about
old
Is-
cricket?
Okay. go
Well, let's
for it.
just keep going.
No, I need a drink. So
Oh.
we're going to take a break.
So do I.
We'll be right back.
Do I get to awesome Laughlin news? Don't forget next week, awesome Laughlin news coming up in our next episode of Our Warped World.
All right, and we're back. All right, right before the break, I poo-pooed Kayla's topic of a venue we have out here that's had, Jesus, how many names has that had since it opened in 84?
Well, what do the kids think of it now? What is the name of it now, Kayla?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Anyways.
Isn't it auction?
Now it's Talking Stick.
Talking
No,
Stick
isn't it something-
Amphitheater.
It's now
Talking Stick Amphitheater. So Desert Sky Pavilion, Blockbuster Desert Sky Pavilion.
Auction Pavilion. It was
Auction.
Blockbuster Desert Sky, and then it was just Desert Sky.
Desert Sky.
It was
Then
Ashley Home
Ash-
Furniture.
Ashley- the Cricket. Don't forget
Cricket Arena. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Cricket Arena.
Pavilion. So we've got a
I
venue.
forgot about Ashley. That's
We've
funny.
got a venue here in Phoenix that's been open since 1984, I'm going to say, and has had like 19.
I think Bell Road Mazda had it for like 3 days.
and by the way,
Not sure.
it's a nice venue. It holds 25,000 people.
I have seen Def Leppard at that venue at least 5
Yeah.
of the 8 times I've seen them.
It's
Yeah, it's just built in. I mean,
it's kind of a classic amphitheater. 25,000 people. It
What was
opens up from the stage.
What was your first concert there,
Iron Maiden.
Dave?
Actually, Jimmy Buffett.
Wow. Kayla?
No, I have no idea.
You didn't. I thought you saw. You've seen somebody there.
I don't know my first concert.
All right,
where
so
it was.
your
But I
your
will say
memory of your
The
first.
most recent one that I saw was, I don't even know. I've only seen like a few people there, like Dixie Chicks, Darius Rucker.
My first one was actually, I hate when I do that. What's his name? Hank Williams Jr.
Oh.
was my first.
nice.
Didn't we have a friend of ours that got us in that summer and we saw like Nelson and freaking George Thorogood and
You were at Georgia. Remember
Yeah.
Jody?
somebody's
She
worked there.
She worked at Blockbuster next to McDonald's.
and we got into whatever concert we wanted to go to.
Yeah, you're right. We did see George Thorogood there. Yeah,
We saw
that was my
Nelson.
second. And did we see?
We
Nelson?
saw Nelson.
I don't remember Nelson, but I do remember George Thorogood.
Why do you
and
keep
Hank
saying
Williams.
How do you not remember Nelson?
No, I remember.
Oh,
the
I
group.
remember it. Why do you keep telling people that you saw Nelson?
I tell people I saw Nelson.
That is
yeah.
just awful.
No, Nelson was good. I like them. I like Nelson. Ozzy and Harry Nelson.
No, I like their.
kids.
I like. I
Did a-
like.
did a
Gunther
group.
and John.
Well, hang in there.
I don't
I
know.
like their dad,
Ozzy Nelson.
Ricky.
Ricky Nelson.
Nelson.
It's not
You know,
Ozzy Nelson.
You know,
No, I was thinking Ozzy and Harriet Nelson. Why was I thinking that?
I mean, I'm going to sing a clip. Well, it's all right now. I learned my lesson well. You see, Can't please.
Can you please put that?
everyone, so yeah. Got to please yourself.
So wait.
That's Ricky Nelson.
Ricky Nelson was Ricky Nelson, Ozzie and Harriet's kid.
Ricky Nelson is the father of the twins.
Okay.
And
Who is Ozzie and Harriet's kid?
And he is
Okay,
Ozzy.
so grandparents. All right, my mistake.
He is the interim. Ricky
Gotcha.
Nelson.
Gotcha. Okay. So looking back, we
got
just
barking
lost
dogs.
David Crosby.
We did.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
So we wanted to take this in a different direction on not all the dot rockers and people that have died, but we want you to kind of feel old with us. And we've got a list, I'm sure everybody kind of saw it, about how old some of these rockers really are. And I'm curious to see if even Kayla knows like 5 of the names that we're going to reel off here.
Should be like, who?
I am going to name like some people that are, dead, and then these are everyone that's alive, but like David Crosby was 89, wasn't he? Or 87 or 81?
He was 80.
80, so he was close. So let's see who's 80 that's still alive. Neil Diamond is 81 years old. He's 80.
We've been traveling far.
Everybody usually goes Sweet Caroline, but I like
Sweet
that you go.
Caroline.
No, I like yours.
Ba,
All right. Another 80-something who just went on concert in tour, by the way. Smokey Robinson.
He's on tour?
Yes,
Oh
he's
my God,
80.
I thought he was dead.
Well, he plays 3 to 4.
Oh,
Usually, and then
That's
I'm
a
with
tour.
you, Jim. I thought he was dead too.
no, he's still alive. Now, Willie Nelson is on the top of this list.
He's 90. He's
89. Now, she's
no.
got to have hits from Willie Nelson.
Well, everyone knows On the Road Again. That's just that song's been
To
played.
all the girls we've loved before.
Favorite Willie Nelson
and-
song?
You were always on
There-
my
there you go.
mind.
I don't know if I can name another.
You were always on my mind.
Always on my mind. I haven't.
However,
Wait, Dave, hang
look
on.
it up. He didn't write it.
Yeah, but I haven't given Mark an opportunity to give me shit yet. One of my favorite songs was Always on My Mind when I was working so much, and my wife.
Oh, God. I threw up a little again, guys. Oh, my.
Haven't given
dear
that
Lord.
opportunity yet. We can't have a season without that.
Ugh.
But yes, my favorite Willie Nelson song.
Love Schmov.
Who else is on that list?
All right, let's go another surprise on this list. We'll go a little lower, though. Steve Winwood is 70. What do you mean? Who is 74 years old? My first concert I ever saw, and I still love to this day, second concert, sorry. Peter Gabriel is 72 years old.
He's only 72?
I'm actually surprised he's not
Is
older.
Phil Collins on there?
Phil Collins.
He just retired, but he was Peter Gabriel was originally in Genesis with
I don't see
Phil
it.
Collins, right?
Okay, how old do you think Barry Manilow is?
Oh my God, he's got to be.
I've seen
I'm
this
gonna say-
list, and I'm surprised how old he is.
I'm going to say 82.
Close, 79, and he's still doing shows in Vegas at the Westgate or wherever the heck it was.
Quick trivia question: what is Barry Manilow's most listened to song?
Coca Cabana.
Ah, it's a great song.
At the
Oh, Mandy?
Dun, dun. I love to see you smile. Even now, weekend in New England,
Nope.
Mandy.
You're gonna love this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did he write it?
He wrote that
Oh,
song.
wow. I mean,
He wrote. What he wrote.
it's not the wow.
Well done,
But
sir.
that's-
Well,
Most listened to Barry Manilow song.
Like
we just did a
that.
fist bump there.
That's
Well done, Jim.
Bob Seger is 77.
Only.
Only.
I really thought he was older.
What was all that hair back in the freaking 80s? He looked like
True,
Wolfman
he's-
Jack on tour half the time. Is what
Him
he
and Michael
looked like.
McDonald, they had
Yeah.
a big beard hairdo.
Yeah. Well,
mullet.
man, Jack, who could actually sing.
So, Kayla, give me someone you think is old, and I'll tell you if they're on the list that you listen to.
Everyone at this table.
Well, let me see. Fun enough, your dad's on here. He's on here. No, that's just me.
I don't know any rocker or anything.
No, it's country. Willie Nelson's on there. It can't be all rockers, is it?
Like a good neighbor, Kayla is there.
Kayla's not there.
What
Kayla's
the hell's the
gone.
matter with you?
Kayla's gone.
Carlos Santana is 75.
Only.
I
He
am
looks
I am
old.
honestly surprised he's not like 85.
Yeah, he looked.
He has
old.
been around forever.
Yeah, but he looked old a few years ago when he did Rob Thomas when he did Smooth or what's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, that was a great song.
Yeah, I love that song.
Great song.
Tina Turner is 83.
I didn't think well, yeah, I guess.
She still looks good.
That's-
She looks pretty vibrant.
That seems appropriate to me.
Yeah,
I'd probably still do Tina Turner.
Please,
Sure.
you do Rosie O'Donnell.
I would again. I did.
We have
Exactly.
gone-
That's a talk for a whole.
That's
nother day.
another topic for
Yeah,
this
it is.
podcast.
That'll be another.
And then we all know
14
Rod
list.
Stewart's. We all knew he's like 78. Peter Cetera is 78 years old.
Wow, now that one, because he has that baby face look,
And he
You
goes
can tell
all the
he's
way
old.
back to Chicago in the 70s, where he's been around.
He
for
ruined
early-
Chicago.
Yeah.
I hated him in Chicago.
Really?
Yes.
He turned him into a pretty gay. I mean, I can't edit
He
here.
pretty much- he
But that
pretty much
little
said-
gay sounding band. I'm sorry.
I love original Chicago. Peter Cetera kind of
They rocked.
Honestly,
kind of a really gayed him out, and I'm not, no offense to the gay community, but man, he took away the grit of the
I
original
only
Chicago.
know Chicago with Peter's Terrace.
Oh no,
Oh.
you're missing out.
Yeah,
You're
probably.
missing out.
25 or 624.
That was pre Peter's Terrace.
That was pre.
25 or 624. Actually,
But,
that might be Peter Cetera.
It might have been. I don't know.
But it's before.
All right, so
he took
Zeppelin
over the
lead
band.
singer Robert Plant is 74.
Again, that's it. I
And-
really thought he'd be
and
older.
I am
Really?
Yeah,
and I'm surprised that he's only that old.
I've never been good with ages. Some of these people.
I don't think is Sammy Hagar on the list because he's got to be about 75.
he just turned 70.
No, he just turned 75.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's not on the list yet. I don't see him. They might have just forgot him. I can't
Yeah,
believe this is
he
everything.
just had a birthday.
But it's
Yeah.
just what I'm like setting this towards is all us old. We think almost everybody on this list is cool, or we grew up with it. We could probably name a song from everybody on this list. We can. At least I know I can. I'm looking all through it. I'm like, I can put a song from
You're in
everybody.
the music business. Just throw a couple at me. See if I can name a song.
Lionel Richie.
Dance on the Ceiling. Just listen to it.
Right.
Sing it over.
Sammy Hagar.
These
75.
aren't hard.
Just look it up on Google.
75. Billy Squire.
Stroke it.
Right. Mick Jagger.
Start me up.
Yeah, exactly. Paul Simon, maybe a little harder.
Ooh.
You
Wait,
can call
we
me
just
out.
listened to Paul Simon. You can call me out.
You
We
can
just
call
listened
me
on the way
out.
over.
Let's see. I don't want to
Part of
call
Simon
you
and
out.
Garfunkel too, though.
Yep.
Ray Davies of the Kinks.
Well, the Kinks.
You really got
did,
me.
You really got me.
Didn't the Kinks do "Come Dancing"?
Yeah, they did do Come Down.
Okay.
It's a great song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Later in their career. Good
later.
call.
My brother was a big.
Honestly,
Kinks fan.
good call because that's.
My brother was a big.
I think
Kinks
that's-
fan.
I
I've been
think that
listening
was
to
their
him.
last
you
big
should
hit.
know this because we listen to this. Name the song by Alan Parsons.
Oh, "Eye in the Sky."
Yeah,
Yeah.
good job.
The
yeah,
Alan-
yeah.
Wasn't the Sun's intro music? Alan
It was.
Parsons?
It was. It was called "Serious" by Alan
Yeah,
Parsons. It
yeah.
was. All right. Well, last one. Let's say I don't. Ooh, this could be tough. And I am even a fan of hers. I don't know if I can name a song. Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, don't it make my brown eyes
No,
blue?
did she sing that?
I thought so.
Gonna make my brown
Actually, I think Jim nailed it.
Wow, look at Jim and his rock knowledge. So, woo, applause, applause, applause. Yeah. And coming up next, awesome Laughlin News. Make sure you stick around because we've got it coming.
I'm going to learn these buttons. I'm going to rearrange them once I get some time to sit with
That's
it.
yeah. Awesome Laughlin News is going to make, dude, it's going to be awesome. That's why it's awesome Laughlin News.
Oh no, my mistake. That was from Crystal Gale.
I didn't think so. Linda Ronstadt did a ton of music, but because we can't get sued by Linda Ronstadt if we don't, because I think she's listening.
Wait, now this is also saying that she did it as well.
Hmm.
You're no good, Blue Bayou.
You're no good.
You're no good. You're no good, baby.
That's what Holly tells me every time after sex. She plays that song. In fact, I know it by heart.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hey, our groupie in the background said something. Hey, groupie.
Oh, my mistake. That was Crystal Gale. My
Wow.
mistake.
Crystal Gale. I remember Juice Newton, too. Do you ever listen to Juice Newton down there?
Kayla's checked out.
She
because
is-
I poo-pooed
she-
her timing.
Edit here.
I don't even know who
Newton.
you're talking about.
Just
right
call
now.
me Angel in the morning, Juice Newton.
I only know that song because of Charlie's Angels in 2004.
Just call me Angel.
In the morning, baby.
Playing with the Queen of Hearts.
Never heard of
Knowing that it really smarts.
The Queen of Hearts.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smoking is the only fool that keeps me in love with
And
No, no, no,
Spotify
no,
took
no.
away our.
That's
Spotify's taking away this half of the episode.
We called her Poos Putin, and it was playing with the hearts of Ukraine. I don't know.
What?
Yikes.
Poos Putin.
I'd like to get my ass on a train.
The Kremlin's the only.
I'm not
If
sure
the
where I-
Kremlin is the
I'm
only
sure-
place,
I'm not sure
shoot
where I'm-
me in the face.
I'm not sure where I'm going to.
All right, we are going off the rails.
That's what you're supposed to do. So that's what fun times about old rockers.
But I'm going
But
to
where I
about
wanted to
you.
go with that whole thing is if you didn't feel old looking at that list, now it's like, dear Lord.
I feel old when I open my eyes, dude.
It just sucks, man. I mean, you're supposed to like stay in shape and all, and then you look at like kids or rockers you grew up with, and they're 80.
I know. When I heard Sammy Hagar, he's one of my favorites. When I heard he turned 75, that was just like, holy crap.
That was literally 2 minutes ago.
Right.
No, I heard about it 'cause he was on radio.
No, but for real, I mean, he is the Red Rocker. He's like one of the happy-go-lucky rock stars who really seems to like people, and
Yeah.
he's like a source of light. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody likes him.
And
Now he's 75 years
to
old.
find out that he's 75 years old.
Dang.
It's like, I mean, you always knew he was older than us, but
And didn't
just
they do a side by side? They put Sammy Hagar at 75
And Bill Clinton.
and Bill Clinton at 75. And dear Lord, it was amazing.
It was
Sammy's living on a
it,
beach
it was
in
one of the
Cabo
it was
drinking
one of the
tequila
best
every
it
day.
was one of the best rock and roll memes ever.
Memes.
My
Memes. That's how
So, birthdays. We got, Kayla's birthday just happened a couple weeks ago, a month ago. Mark's birthday's coming up next week. Laughlin. Carl's birthday's a few days after that.
Happy birthday to
Oh,
you.
God. You know, one of the most hated songs in the world is Happy Birthday to You.
Happy
By
birthday
who?
to you.
Yeah, Kayla's
By
like, what are you
anybody
talking about?
that
I like
sings
it.
it.
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear Kayla.
Happy belated.
I hope you don't
to
feel like a poo.
Yeah, I do. I feel poo-pooed over here.
Food.
For some reason, that song just annoys the crap out of me. But anyway,
Jesus, do you not like cake and want to kick puppies too? What the dear Lord? Do you play the trombone, please? Wah, wah,
When they kick puppies, I say-
wah.
When they get puppies.
as long as they're not singing Happy Birthday to You, I'm
Oh
all right
my
with it.
goodness! I'm gonna on purpose like record a happy birthday song and I'm gonna put it on there.
Oh.
I wish you would.
It's gonna be great.
I just don't like singing Happy Birthday either.
You know the ones I like? I like the ones where you go to like the Japanese restaurant and they change it up. They go, happy, 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 happy birthday, birthday. You're like, never heard that version, but it sounds pretty good. And they're all,
Happy, happy,
Any
jolly,
other
jolly.
version.
it's
There was,
good.
there was a version on Dr. Demento. It was like, it's time to celebrate your birthday. It happens every year. We eat a lot of broccoli and drink a lot of beer.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
You say, well, that's
Say it's your birthday,
yeah.
the Beatles. You know, is that the Beatles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to sing the Mimi's Cafe one because my cousin used to work there, so she'd have to sing it all the time.
What was the meat?
Oh, I can't even remember anymore.
I don't remember. I never went to Mimi's on my birthday though.
No,
I-
she used to work there, so she had to sing it.
Where did we get? We went to Denny's a lot. We had free birthdays
Free
4
birthdays
times a
at
year.
Denny's. Everyone went to Denny's.
Everybody
free.
went to.
We went there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Even their Grand Slam cost them like a nickel to make.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Back to the birthday thing. I'll start. My favorite birthday was my 50th birthday. My daughter put on an awesome party for me. Again,
Heck yeah.
Kayla's party planning. You guys Mark actually drove across town for me.
well, of course.
That's the only time in 25 years.
Hey, shut
Then on the east side that you drive across town. The extension cord on his electric car
Doesn't go that far.
Doesn't go that far. So luckily
I don't even
Dave
think he
drove
had
that
the
day.
electric car at that point.
No, I did. I walked. I hitchhiked.
He'll drive
I walked
across-
uphill in the snow.
Mark will drive 3 miles further to the Cardinals stadium, but he won't ever come see me. Anyway,
Yeah, pretty
anyway,
much.
50th birthday
I wonder
was
why.
my 50th birthday was my favorite birthday. Mark, do you have a favorite birthday, be it party or just time in your life, or
The 40th and 50th were really good for me. 40th was before I knew. We all went to Vegas, and there was
I wasn't there for that.
there was like 50, 60 people that were in Vegas, and freaking we got upstairs on the where is that? Shit, what is that one? Volcano one. No, Buffett's. We took that whole upper area and we were partying like Rockstars up there, and they were opening tables for us to all gamble ourselves. So that was great. Nice. And of course, the 50th when all my friends threw me a roast and everything. That was awesome. That was a good time. That's very, very close. So, but yeah, those are. And then, but I throw a ton of parties. I mean, they're all good as you're just spending time with friends and family. They're awesome, but. If you're just throwing regular parties, I've thrown some damn good ones over the years. So I don't know. 200 people, radio
your
people.
Your 50th birthday was a blast. I was blessed to be part of that. I got to roast Mark, but my thing with Mark was from age 10 to 18, so there wasn't a whole bunch of raunchy stories or anything like that. So mine was a little lame, but everyone else had great stories from Mark. So
it was fun. That's why we set it up. It was fun,
but it was a good time. It was a good time. Dave, you got a favorite birthday?
It's between 40 and 50. 50 was great because we were at the lake in Indiana, and so many people were there.
It was a great party.
Yeah. 40 was great, too. The funny thing about that is none of you knew me when I was 40. So it's kind of weird. Yeah. I mean, you're all very close to knowing me. I mean, but even my wife didn't know me when I was 40. So
that's right.
I had a really, really good time.
It was the greatest day of my life.
back in Wisconsin with my people, I just went back there and played a lot of golf and hung out, and it was a great, great, great time. 50 was probably a little bit better, but man, I loved it both. And I honestly think that's about it. I think, I don't know if any other birthday is going to top.
I remember us talking about that. If you guys want backstory, go back and check episode 3. Special guest Dave is part of the title, and you'll get backstory on that party. Kayla, you're approaching 30.
I'm going to be the Debbie Downer, and I don't have one.
Oh, no.
Hit the button.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have one. And I think my favorite one, just because of given the circumstances of my cousin being gone now, my favorite one was him getting off of work and dragging me out of the house to go to Denny's at like 11 o'clock so he could still technically make it to my birthday.
To a god.
I was like, but even then, like
Really?
at the time, that wasn't my favorite thing because I was like, cool, we're just at Denny's, like doing what we normally do.
What birthday was that?
I don't remember.
No.
That was a few years ago. This most recent one, we went and did that train to the Grand Canyon thing, which was really fun, but it was also it was so cold waiting for everything to happen. They don't tell you where to go or what to do when you first get there. You get up to the damn canyon and there's not much to do, and you go to a terrible restaurant, and then you go back and everyone's tired, so...
The train ride was
That's it.
Yeah.
No, I'll be a little bit better about that. The train ride was awesome. It was very relaxing, very smooth ride. The scenery.
Did they feed you? Well, that's what I'm going to say. No, there's not a lot of.
They had like a snack tray and everything. It was really nice. It was. God bless the guy. He was really super funny, and I really thought he was doing a joke. I don't know if you're familiar with The Big Bang Theory and Barry Kripke.
Yeah,
I am very familiar.
Okay. So this guy,
Kripke with the lisp.
Yeah, this guy sounded like Kripke, and I thought it was a thing. And then I realized, no, that's actually his speech impediment. So I felt like a dick because that was really annoying in the beginning. Really nice guy, though. They took care of us. They had some.
You always say that about people that have some kind of issues. Really nice person, though. Really nice.
No, it was my bad.
Bad speech, and I made fun of him, but he's a really good person.
No, I thought he was doing a bit, but he wasn't, and I felt bad. So, but no, the train ride was great. We did get to the restaurant, the Bright Angel Lodge. They were out of everything. They're out of half their menu. We waited an hour to not get our food.
So you get bread. You get bread. You like this?
No, we end up getting a bill comped for the meat, the food that we did get. Everything got comped, so at least they did the right thing. But it was a horrible. The dinner or lunch was miserable. I had trouble sleeping in the hotel room, so I didn't sleep much while I was up there. I was actually out in my truck in the 12-degree weather because I could not get comfortable in the hotel room. But.
It was definitely a cool experience, but like the little things that happened leading up to it, or not leading up, but while we were there and all that, kind of just like meh.
We went to a great barbecue restaurant. I thought it was great, but there's no such thing.
And
as
again,
bad
I
barbecue.
can't see a lot of scenery to be. I mean,
No, it was barren desert. We were hoping for snowfall and see the white snow and everything. There's patches of snow along the way, but we were hoping for a complete snowfall.
Like it's not like it going from here across country. You'll see different types of weather and stuff. But I can't. And the Grand Canyon, unless you're really into the granola scene, dude, that you look at the hole in the ground, you walk a couple places and go, okay, that's cool,
They're again, like
Chevy Chase on vacation.
Like we talked at the last episode, every time we get to the Grand Canyon, I think of when you and I went as kids.
Yeah, exactly. That child molester that took us, I think.
No, that was my uncle.
Get on my bus. Here's some candy.
So anyway, we had a good time. It was fun. So I was just wondering what everyone's favorite birthdays were. Like I said, Mark's birthday's next week. Carl's birthday's a few days after that. So we will wish them happy birthday now because we won't be back until after.
But we're gonna have again. Give me the sound bite. There's gonna be awesome Laughlin news coming up next week, guys. 2 weeks we're gonna get back on the air, I think, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm going to try to be a lot more active on the Facebook page, so hopefully post pictures from Laughlin and stuff like that. So I'm going to try. I'm not very good at it.
Laughlin should be fun. We're the only people that are going to be there. It's the week before Super Bowl. It is. I mean, I think there's 8 rooms that isn't us that were taken in the 3/4 of the.
Oh, really? Well, the Bob Newhart suite. Now they didn't remodel it or anything.
I hope not, because if they did, I'll be very upset.
Oh, that would be terrible.
It'd be terrible.
The Bob Newhart suite at the beautiful aquarium.
And we'll take some pictures of the Bob Newhart. We'll post them on the face, so you guys actually know. They call it the Majestic.
The Majestic.
That's what they call the suite, the Majestic Suite.
Okay, this thing looked like Bob Newhart's waiting room in the Bob Newhart show.
It's pretty great, guys.
The original Bob Newhart show.
But this is what adds. Yeah. Even Kayla liked it, which is rare because she doesn't like a lot. So she did like the.
I had to give up my Riverview room. So
how come?
Oh no!
It just became it was too much money because we got 2
in
rooms.
Laughlin. Oh, yeah. You got 2 rooms.
Yeah, because that was one thing that
on
happened.
our section, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But what happened was he can't sleep in the cold, and I sweated my ass off in Williams, so I didn't sleep at all. And then 2, I love Jamie, but I can't share a bed with her. So I wanted my own bed, so I spent twice as much.
Why? What did Jamie do to you?
I'm fat, and she's
not,
and
we don't talk about
stuff like
weight
that.
on
But
the show.
No, but Jamie sleeps like a dead person in a coffin.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's creepy. Yeah.
Exactly.
She lays there straight with her hands folded on her chest, and she looks like it's creepy.
Anybody else?
And she doesn't move?
Anybody else wondering how Jim knows that?
No.
We've shared hotel rooms with her. It's just creepy.
She really
looking.
does sleep like this?
Yeah, it is fucking creepy looking.
How does she put her covers on her and
I
stuff?
would love to see that,
wrapped up
actually.
to her neck.
Yeah, no, I had to
Just to see that, I would love to see that.
I had to tuck her in because she cannot handle the cold either, but she'll put up with it for me because I give her all the blankets and I sit there and
Yeah, so imagine Jamie,
polar bear.
Blankets up to her neck, tucked in, like literally coffin, like mummy in a coffin type thing.
Like the true bug of the rug.
Yeah, exactly. It's creepy looking when you look over and see her knees. You think she's dead or something.
Who else lived with Morticia? Who else lived like that? Was it Morticia?
Another yes, Jamie, but she already is pale.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Is she a
kinda
vampire?
fits.
I just came up with a great idea.
Maybe
put
she
one
is
of
a
those,
vampire.
flowers in her hands while she's sleeping.
You should, yeah.
But yeah, no. So we
That
ended up
is
getting
awesome.
2 rooms, but I wanted the Riverview for each of them, but they were charging like $25 extra a night just
In
for
Laughlin?
Exactly.
They should have been just saying, hey, here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. We're even happy you're here.
We paid almost like $500 for the 2 rooms, and I said, "Hold on, that's way too much."
Yeah, no, it wasn't that much.
No, weren't
Yeah,
they
for
20?
the 2.
What were the ones that Holly put on the website?
No, with all
That's
of
the
that,
ones. Yeah, it's $75 a night, but with all the fees and
it was
resort
going up
fees
to like
and shit
$100
like that.
for the 2 rooms.
Fucking crazy. It's fucking Laughlin.
Exactly.
All right, anyone got anything else we want to talk about?
We're kind of coming back in 2 weeks. We're going to start doing about every 2 to 3 weeks, guys. So
Now we're going 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, it always gets a little weird with some work schedules or whatever, John. So I always 2 to 3 weeks, I think, are good.
I think we should commit to 2 weeks.
Well, we always commit
Make
to
it
2
happen.
weeks.
I'm telling you right now, I got a lot of wedding stuff going on for the next however long. So
Crazy
I need to
busy.
know.
Caleb may not be joining us.
Yeah, we legitimately. I did my schedule.
We got your guest host.
Yesterday, and it was we have Laughlin next week. We have a wedding or dress appointment the week after. We have venues to go look at. We are going crazy.
Okay, that is horribly boring.
That shit.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone.
No. Let's bring up that list one more time of the rockers,
Why?
the old rockers.
Dave's got questions on the list.
No, because why don't we try to take? This is kind of a dismal science here, but let's look at it. You guys want to talk about who's going to die first?
No.
Talking about Jesus, hit that in. That's the way to end it. Wah, wah, wah. My God, if you guys didn't want to get an uplifting session today, I don't know when you will. If you're feeling down, come listen to us. My God.
All right. Well, thanks
Because
for
at least you're
joining
not
us.
an ancient
We are
rocker.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
back for
Love you.
We are back for season 2. We'll see you in a couple weeks.